Welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Mickey Mouse Through the Mirror, from Ayla and the Mirrors yesterday to Through the Mirror, which puts Mickey Mouse into a Lewis Carroll-inspired dream right out of Alice in Wonderland, but sort of keeps it in a mirror version of his own home, which has come to life. Yes, I'm spoiling a few things for you if you haven't already seen this. This is also, I knew I had seen this sequence before. Just looking at this, I was like, I did do some research. It was from The Plausible Impossible, which we saw, was it the end of last year or the beginning of this year? I can't remember. Not too long ago. Just a few weeks, but it feels like forever. So yeah, if you want to see most of this commercial, most of this animated short, you can watch it inside The Plausible Impossible, which is a great documentary about the nature of animation and why animation enthralls us and interests us in the way that animation can get away with things that we cannot get away with when we depict stories in the real world in live action. So it's a really good classic Disney documentary featuring Walt Disney, and this also does feature Walt Disney as the voice of Mickey Mouse. It's got Clarence Nash, it's got Pinto Colvig, it also has a guy named Perv Pullen. Perv is not a name. I realize Perv is short for Purvis, but Perv is not a name I think people would use today. Times change. I don't know. Nothing against Perv. I'm just saying. He was the barking vocal effect. And Clarence Nash is the Nutcracker Tool, and Pinto Colvig is the radio hiccup, among other voices and sounds and things like that. These guys are just classic voice actors for most of the vintage Disney animated shorts. I can't really say too much about this without giving everything away. It needs to be seen. This is from 1936. It's 11 minutes long, and it's just got Mickey shrunk down, made big, and all the crazy little antics that go when he interacts with the space from a different size. Is it really happening to him? Maybe, maybe not. But hey, this is a great example of everything that, that's why it's included in the Plausible Impossible documentary. And I hate to call it a documentary because it's not so simple as just being a documentary. It is definitely a must-watch for anybody who loves animation. This is all about the classic animation, 1936. Come on, this is in full color too. Part of me wonders, had this originally been in black and white? It feels like, the older ones would have been. But, yeah, I don't know. However it was originally done, how it is now, it looks fantastic in color. And it's, of course, all hand-drawn animation. There's no CGI. There's no there's nothing wrong with that stuff. But for this era, this is top of the line. This is just some amazing just motion, and Mickey looks different than he has done in previous animations, obviously in shorts that were in black and white. You can see the evolution of Mickey Mouse. One of the fun things, if you ever watch these in order, and I highly recommend you do, if you ever watch these in order, you get to see the evolution of styles of Mickey over the years. And it's kind of see from decade to decade, from year to year sometimes, how he's applied to screen. And I know there's certain people have certain favorites for certain styles. This one is just, yeah. I'm looking at little slides right now on my screen, and I'm just like, it's unlike a Mickey that we would have normally seen back in this era. So all that to say, I'm going to say the thing I always say when it comes to these shorts: please take some time to watch all the shorts. The only reason I haven't watched them all myself, taking my own advice, is because I'm still doing this. And I want to have each of them fresh as they're picked for me. And eventually I'm going to watch all of them. But if you ever get a chance, take the time on a rainy spring, it's coming soon maybe, or snowy weekdays. You're snowed in. Maybe you can't go to work, can't go to school, whatever. Sit down with the kids, cuddle up with some hot chocolate, whatever. Middle of the summer, turn on the air conditioning, doesn't matter. Watch the classics. Or Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Minnie, Daisy, Pluto, Clarabelle, Pete, everybody, when all these characters come to life, where they first came to life, where they inspired generations before ours to fall in love with the world of Walt Disney and realize that none of the things we enjoy right now, whether it's the Disney parks around the world or all the tchotchkes and collectibles and mugs and sippers and blankets and jackets and whatever else, we love to have the mouse on them, or Donald, or Goofy. We love to have all those things, all the ears and everything else. And also, you wouldn't have Disney Plus without these characters. None of this would happen without all the classics. So again, as I always say, when these shorts come up randomly, take some time. There's a section that lets you see all of them. You will probably never see all of the shorts on Disney Plus because there's some things you can't put a disclaimer in front of, I guess. I don't know. Maybe you can. But they're parsing them out over time, I think. Because a bunch were added just toward the end of 2024. And this might have been one of them. I don't recall. But definitely take the time, check them out. It's worth your time, and just, especially if you're a fan of animation. I mean, yeah, there's other animation houses around the country at the time when these were made, but Disney made themselves who they are based on this. Success or failure, it changed the world. And yeah, there's a lot of story behind the success and failure when it came to this stuff. But that's another whole other episode. I'm sure I've talked about that 1,000 different times. This, I think, might be our 1900th episode. Let's see what we're watching for our 1900th episode. 121. Yeah. Okay, in the 120s right now, I know when I see the 120s, they're all Marvel Studios related things as they start. It's the M's. Because Mickey Mouse came later. But this is one of the Marvel Studios assembled documentaries about each, whether it's a TV show series or one of the movies. And this was probably one of the most controversial releases because it features a movie that came out during the pandemic and was meant to be in theaters. It was a premiere solo film for a major Avenger. And then it was taken direct to Disney Plus. And that did not sit well with its star. And there's a whole lot of drama with that. Maybe we could talk about that tomorrow. Maybe it's addressed in the documentary. I really doubt it. We're going to be watching Marvel Studios assembled The Making of the Black Widow. Yeah, starring Scarlett Johansson, Florence Pugh, David Harbour, and a bunch more. Marvel Studios assembled The Making of Black Widow on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.